God bless you today, for today is the day the Lord has made. I came across this, and it was easily a result of sin, how insane this story is. You have these workers working for the Frito O Lay company, and they have been forced to work 7 days a week, 12-hour days, and they can't get a day off. And people have tragically committed suicide. People have tragically just died from exhaustion. And people are starting to say that's enough, and they are striking. Imagine working 7 days a week, 12 hours, every single week, every single month. How long do you think you would last? That is insane. So, most likely, what will happen is this warehouse will look for people that are willing to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, never get a day off. They're going to try to find those kind of people. I would suspect they're going to look to Latin America to bust people in and see if they would like to do that. So this is just unbelievable. But let's go ahead. I'm going to play the video, and this is the results of sin. The love of money is the root of all evil. Let's just watch this.
Company says, we're shocked they went on strike. How are you shocked? Did you think that we would go to 90 hours before we would hit the streets? Force.
Right there. The company says they're shocked they're striking. Okay, I want you to imagine that. Imagine working 7 days a week, 12-hour days, never, ever a day off. And you're shocked that they're striking. They should be happy to be working 7 days a week, 12-hour days. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make this stuff up. This is the results of sin. Let us continue.
Overtime causes divorces. It caused people to kill themselves that used to work here. Okay, there have been several employees that have killed themselves, okay, that have worked here over the years. Okay, this is a continual thing. It destroys marriages, it destroys families.
We have to do something with the suicide shifts because to work 12 hours and be off 8 and work 12 hours, you got time, travel time, and everything. I said that's a safety risk.
Imagine being an employee in here that has not had a day off for 5 months. That is the reality of what you're seeing. That is the reality of why you're really seeing the picket over here.
4 or 5 years ago, we had a guy, and man, he was working all the time, and he stopped off at a rest stop on I-70, and he fell asleep, and he didn't wake up.
Company wants to call it a squeeze shift. It nothing squeezing about it. It's suicide.
Um, just so you guys know, it is possible to work yourself to death. This happens more than you would think in places like Japan, where in Japan, the culture is a very hardworking, overworking, too dedicated culture to working, and you'll find more than you would ever believe a number of Japanese people literally working themselves to death. We are human beings. We need our rest. So we cannot work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, month after month after month. Physically, we will not be able to handle that. So you can die from being overworked. It is possible. So it's 2021. We're in the United States of America, and you have a company that is forcing people. Well, they do have an option just to quit. So I say forcing. I mean, if you want to keep your job, you're forced to work 12 hours, 7 days a week, never get a day off. You can either quit or you take that. I would say it'd be wise to quit that job, to find something that actually allows you to have days off and actually allows you to rest and have a life. So let's continue. Whoa, 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 whoa. To get a day off, you have to earn points. How many points does it take to get a day off? That's my question. But we just seen you have to work 31 days in a row to get 1 point for getting a day off. That is insane. You would not expect that to be in the United States of America in 2021. That is insane. I don't even, I wouldn't even have thought that was legal to force someone to work 31 days in a row. I don't even know if that's legal. Doesn't sound legal. So, how many points does it take to get a day off? Think about that. I can't think of another job in the world where you have to earn a day off. Have you ever heard of such a thing? You have to earn points to get a day off. I have never, ever in my life heard of this kind of setup. This is literally unbelievable. You don't get a day off unless you work 31 days in a row, and then you get 1 point. And then if you opt out of overtime, they take away that point. This is absolutely insane. This is a typical illustration of the results of sin. The love of money is the root of all evil. Let us continue.
Yeah, the point system is used to fire people.
We're getting penalized for taking time off.
I've had to cancel so many doctor appointments, dentist appointments that I could not make them because of the forced overtime. Walking out the plant last second, hey, you're forced over. Things need to change. This is not a way you treat people.
$84-hour work weeks. I want you to, I laugh because this is obscene. I want you to imagine working somewhere 84 hours a week. And then I want you to add at least 14 more hours because remember, you have to get ready to go to work. Then you have to travel to work. Then you have to travel back home. And then you have to settle down from work. So factor in an extra 14 hours. You're literally talking about almost 100 hours of your week dedicated to Frito O Lay factory. That leaves you with like 20 something Well, let's include sleep in that. So let's really think about this. So 12 hours of work, add 2 hours a day because you got to, like I said, get ready for work, travel to work, come home from work. So let's put in 2 hours. So that's 14 hours. You want to sleep, don't you? So if you sleep 8 hours, that's 22 hours. It takes you a little bit of time to go to sleep. So you have literally less than 2 hours a day at most. So I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine you only have 2 hours a day to do what you want. If you want to rest, you want to do something, you only have 2 hours a day. You must work the 12 hours and then add 2 hours to that because you got to get ready for work. You got to travel. You got to travel home from work. So add 2 hours. Then you want to sleep, don't you? You need to sleep. So you want to sleep 8 hours. All right. You got 2 hours. That is unacceptable. That is unbelievable. But let us continue the video.
My daughter made my sign, and the boot represents Frito Lay, and under the boots is the people standing, which is us, the workers, the union. We can stop the boot with the help of the community, with all the people in the union. Yeah, we can do it. We can stop the boot.
We are seeing the impact of our unity now. There's no chips in the stores. They can barely get things up and running. But we now see our unity. We now see where our strength is. And I'm sure once we get to go back in there, which we will get to go back in there, we'll be stronger than before.
Company says, we're shocked.
So there it is. That's the story. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Satan knows his time is coming to an end. Satan knows it. And he is going all out in all aspects of life. Like the people mentioned at the end, the people that have been working for Frito O Lay for a long time, you heard them say that they have never seen it like this, how it has been lately. Like I said, Satan knows his time is at the end. And that's why every aspect of life has gone upside down insane. Companies panicking, becoming desperate for more money, trying to make their workers indentured slaves. And you know the pay is not good. You know they're not paying them a lot of money. But then again, even if someone paid you a lot of money, if you only have 2 hours a day to do what you want to do, what are you going to do with that money? Seriously, what would you do with that? If I was to give you $1 million a month, but you only had 2 hours of free time a day, for the rest of the time you'll be sleeping or doing something you don't want to do. But hey, you get 2 hours a day to do whatever you want to do. Is that a good deal? Does that sound like a good life? It doesn't to me. If I have $1 million, but I'm only getting 2 hours a day of free time, and the rest of the time I'm either sleeping or being miserable, um, yeah, that's not a good deal. No, thank you. So they have a union, and the union is going to strike, and Most likely, what will happen, they're going to search for people who are willing to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, with never getting a day off. That's what they're going to do. And that's sad. So, but let me know, what do you guys think about this story? And like I said, would you be willing to work 12 hours a day, never having a day off? I tell you that I would not do it. I wouldn't do it. So I just wanted to share this story. I seen it. It's unbelievable. So hopefully they will get better working conditions, and to problem solve, what could the company do? Well, it's pretty obvious. What the company should do is hire more people. Instead of having everyone work 12 hours every single day, do like any other company does. A typical warehouse factory setup, typical is you have a shift of Monday through Thursday, or you could be Monday through Friday. And then you would have a group of people that work like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you would have first shift, second shift, third shift. So that's typically how it goes. Have a night shift come in on Sundays through Friday morning, or sometimes the place will have a weekend shift, a Thursday, going Thursday at midnight, which would be Friday, all the way through Monday morning. So you just have different shifts so everyone can work and have a life. But this company, for some unknown reason, they don't want to have it set up in a way that makes sense, excuse me, for everyone. So it's just really foolish. But anyway, it doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to accept this. You can say no to this. And it's just not right. And let me just say this, as far as livable wages, minimum wages, and, the whole thing about that, I want to say this, that it is, I don't want to hear from people who live in mansions. I don't want to hear from people who have a lot of money. I don't want to hear what you have to say because you're out of touch. You're not in reality. It's easy to say that everyone should get paid $8 an hour when you're in a gated community, when you're in your mansion, when you have a very comfortable financial life. That's easy for you to say. But if I were to take you and put you on $8 an hour, I can guarantee you will be crying every night, and you will quickly want to get back to that comfortable life. So God's way is simple. If God blesses you with a idea for a company, whatever it may be, then you are to be a blessing to your employees. You judge a company by the way the employees live. It's that simple. When you go to a place and you see the parking lot, that will really give you an idea of how the employees are treated. Some places you go to, you'll see very nice cars in the parking lot. That tells you they're getting paid. You go to a different place, you see a lot of older, not so good cars. That tells you what? They're not getting paid there. So God's way is just simple. Be a blessing to your employees. Make their life financially as good as it can be. Be a blessing. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. So, but that's God's way. Man's way, give me money, give me more money. What can I do to get more money? Who do I have to cheat to get more money? Who do I have to kill to get more money? Who do I have to lie to get more money? What scheme do I need to come up with to get more money? How can I get more money? The love of money is the root of all evil. So, Frito O Lay, if you would like to do things God's way, then treat your employees as you want to be treated. Be a blessing to them and let them be a blessing to others. But that's God's way. So, God bless you. And let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this story? And Jesus is needed every single day, all night. Because why? The problem is sin. And the only solution to sin is Jesus Christ and Him crucified. So, to the people that work for Frito Lay or for anyone in the world, the best thing to do is to cry out to God Almighty and ask in the mighty name of Jesus that God would intervene in the situation, because only God could take a heart made of stone and make it flesh. Only God can take an individual who is all about greed and can make them generous. Only God can do such things. God bless you, and I'll see you, God willing, next time.